Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading for Tuesday, the 23rd of April. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Sorry, I've just had a lot of trouble uploading videos again, and it just means deleting programs and whatever, so I'm a bit befuddled. I was about 3 parts through reading. So just a reminder that I'm going live on Facebook on the 28th of April. If you want to join me, you'll have to go over and join the Aussie Goddess Facebook page. And then I can have a look at what I want to move forward with. So there's a few ideas I have, and I want to see how that one goes, to see how we move forward. But anyway, let's get on with your What's Cracking reading. Oh, the Empress jumping out there. So, oh, fertility much. Okay, we definitely have some sort of situation leading to a lot of stability and growth for people here. Okay. Very, very nice. So we do have the sunshine coming in here. So we do have the sun, which talks of joy and happiness in your life. This is bringing in lots of happiness. You've got a message coming in here from a Knight of Swords. Someone coming in to speak a truth here. Something to do with boundaries. There's a lot of truth telling. Some sort of conversation around boundaries here. Something to do with somebody who's being wounded. Someone stepping forward that has perhaps been wounded quite a bit in the past and is having trouble facing a truth here, but they're coming forward with this truth and bringing in a lot of joy and happiness. So it's someone is coming into your life to bring you a truth that will bring you a lot of joy and happiness, and perhaps you've suffered quite a lot in the past, so that's quite interesting. There is an end of a cycle here, end of negativity, end of betrayal, ending out bad thoughts, like things that you've been overthinking that haven't benefited you. It's the end of that. There's been a lot of conflict here for someone. This can be internal conflict, being it's with this Ten of Swords. Looks to me like there's been a lot of conflict here and you're about to close this down, and that's what it sort of feels like in the beginning. There is definitely, could be a Taurus, but definitely some healing here, but stability being brought in. Some sort of truth that brings stability here. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. So we're talking about feeling left out in the cold. Someone who felt left out in the cold, someone you left behind, is going to bring a truth in here that's going to open up you for stability. This is bringing in abundance too, which is really beautiful here. 10 of Cups coming in here, so we have 2 10s here, 3 10s here. We have 3 10s, so you're definitely closing out cycles for some reason, but we'll get to that. Something to do with a love offer. Something to do with a love offer. Someone's telling you something about love. Someone's manifested something here to bring in. Queen of Cups coming out here, so you could be dealing with a water sign here. Oh, look at this. Some sort of soulmate. Something that involves love. I have a feeling, and I've recollected that we've seen this now a few times. I had someone yesterday who commented quite harshly on one of my pages about me glossing over things and always talking about things like they were all, you know, fun and roses. And it's funny to hear that, really, because I'm an extremely honest person. I read the cards as they come out. I bring the messages down. There has been a lot of readings of late, not just mine, readings from other people too, that talk about some sort of communication that brings in truth and honesty. Now, glossing over things I don't do. Not being honest with you, I don't do. So I was a little bit offended by the post, but everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I sort of started to write something back and thought, yeah, while it was a bit rude, and it did start off with something like, I don't mean to be rude about this or something, but you're not honest. And I thought, oh God, that's a bit of a kick in the butt for me. So I do want to say to you that sometimes with these readings, there seems to be a theme through the readings at the moment. But for my beautiful friends who almost comment on the astrology, especially these last two Libra moons, and I'm a Libra moon, so I've really felt the last energies of the two moons, has brought up a lot of truth for some of us and has exposed stuff for many of us. I spoke to my natural biological father for the first time in my 61 years the other day. So for me, my mother had kept that a secret for 48 years, that I didn't know who my father was. So an extreme amount of truth. And from that, I was able to see a lot of other things that I'd never seen before. So it was a very big eye-opener for me in a very good way, believe me. Something I struggled with at 48 because nobody had ever told me the truth. But there was this feeling in me that I'd always known the truth. So I actually did say to my mother before she told me that I already knew what she was going to say, but I'd never really had proof of it per se. I used to laugh and joke with my friends and say I looked so different to the family, I must have been the milkmans. But anyway, all that aside, there is, for many of you, due to this Libra moon, some truths coming out now that will open you up. Now, for some of you, that could be quite painful, but it will result or lead to you having a better existence on the planet. Because when people have been lying to you or people haven't been telling you the truth, they have in effect been holding back from you. So whether people believe in the story, I just said to this guy, you know what, you can press the unsubscribe button. You don't have to watch me, seriously. Why do people keep watching you when they just want to comment negatively and thumbs down you? I mean, you're only doing what Spirit is asking you to do here. This is my role. My role is to give you guidance and move you along your path, and that's what I love to do. I work with a lot of women who've had very narcissistic relationships. I work with a lot of people, actually I work with a lot of men too, I guess, in the whole scheme of things, who've been through their own problems and issues in their relationships. But my guidance has been my truth, and I've never spoken anything but. And because of this, sorry, I don't want to get too deep with everyone, but I just want to let you know that for some of you, you keep saying this keeps coming up in the cards. Sorry, but I'm living this stuff. So if you're not living it, maybe you need to go back and do a little bit of your own self-work to help you move along your path. There is someone coming forward here, and this has to do with a soulmate. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can definitely be someone you've got a very strong connection with. They could be a water sign. It is about love. So no matter which way I look at it, they love you. So if it's a sister, brother, cousin, uncle, whatever, this involves love. There is a closing out of cycles here. 3 tens. There's a 5 here that talks about conflict, and an Hierophant who talks about stability. What this is saying to me in this reading, that is, you have been planting seeds for this. You have asked the universe for this change. The universe is bringing someone in to help you move along in your pathway. Now, whether this is romantic love or love from a family member, whatever, it doesn't matter here. The truth is going to be revealed to you, however that comes in. So for, one person, it may be about someone telling you that they've been secretly in love with you for years. It may be someone else who's just trying to resolve family conflict. But it doesn't matter which way it goes. You need to take away from this what you need to take away. So if you can't find truth in my readings, it's best not to watch them. If they disturb you or they're not right for you, then you move away like I do from people's readings. But what I do is I listen to people's readings, and as soon as they're not resonating, I click off, because I know that the message wasn't meant for me, and I go and look for the message that is meant for me. But all I want to say to you is there is still something happening that hasn't quite unraveled yet. It is starting to unravel with these 4 moons. It's going to start to unravel with some of the star sign readings that are coming up at the moment. The astrology is aligning with these readings ridiculously. So please just apply it to what you need it to apply to. Take away what you need to have from this reading. But what I do need to say to you is you are closing out cycles. Many of us who've done the spiritual work are. That means changing how we think about things, discarding our childhood beliefs and teachings because they don't no longer serve us, and by taking people out of our lives that no longer belong there. Because here, there is love here. And whether that's love from a family member, a friend, or whatever, this is love from someone coming in very, very strongly. This person here is going to tell you something to release you from your childhood bondage, your beliefs, what's been going on for you. This is release here. It's release and grow. So it's allowing you to move forward on your path for whatever reason. Now, strongly here we have a water sign. There is a Taurus in this reading, but the rest of it remains open. So for some of you, they may be the signs that come forward. But this person's coming forward with love. They're not hurting you in any way. They're trying to tell you something that may be a little bit sort of alarming, shocking, upsetting. It may not hurt you at all. In fact, it might be like me, where I was just like over the moon. It was a bit of a stunned mullet moment, which was okay. I'd been to a psychic reading that morning before I spoke to my father, and she had leaned into me and said to me, "Who's Tony? You need to talk to him." And that was my father. So the messages have come to me direct for this to occur, and I know it changed me so much. So even though it was a shock, even though it sort of gave me that funny feeling in the pit of my belly, the outcome of it is that I am getting a greater understanding of who I am. So, after that very, very heavy recount that I obviously meant to give you, because there are probably many people sitting out there now going, okay, I get it. That's what's supposed to be happening, whatever. And there'll be people who are going, oh, you're just talking crap and I just want to turn off your channel. And either is good. I don't get offended if people don't watch my channel, believe me. That took forever to come out, that card. So Spirit was just flying along with me. And the card that came out is the card of the Chariot. And it talks about charging ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So that's very interesting coming out with that reading. So have a great day, everyone. And I hope for you, whatever truth this is about to hear, that will really improve your life. Much love to you all.